Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about verbs and more specifically verb tenses, meaning when did the verb happen, in the past, the present, or the future. So first of all, what is a verb? Let's go over it just as a review. A verb is a word that names an action or a state of being, okay? So verbs also describe when the action took place. So meaning, did it happen in the past? Was it yesterday? Is it happening right now? Or does it happen regularly? Or will it happen at some point in the future? These are called our verb tenses, when it's actually happening. So let's talk about the present tense first. In the present tense, you name verbs that name an action that happen every day, happen regularly, or maybe it's just happening right now. So as you can see on this right-hand side here, there are a few examples of verbs in the present tense. So I brush my teeth every day. I eat pizza for lunch. I am Ms. Midas. I go to school in the morning. I do my homework after school. I read books in bed. These are all present tense, or things that happen right now or happen regularly. Let's talk about the past tense. Past tense means that you've got verbs that describe action that happened in the past and is finished. It's no longer happening anymore. So for these verbs, typically you add D or ED to most verbs to make them past tense. These are called regular verbs. Remember, regular verbs are the ones that follow the rules. The rule being that you would add D or ED to turn a verb into the past tense. So some examples are on the right-hand side here. I stopped watching TV. I liked that movie when I was 5. The player kicked the ball. The girls skated around the park. The teacher handed us our tests. We watched the fireworks last night. My class played bingo today. All of these happened in the past, and they're no longer happening anymore. That's how you know they're in the past tense. So many verbs, however, are not going to follow those rules. Just like normal, we're going to have some irregular verbs. So many verbs change spelling when they become past tense. These are called our irregular verbs. So some examples on the right, you have a present tense form of the verb and then in the past tense as an irregular form, meaning it doesn't just add ed or d to the end to turn into the past tense. So one example would be, she swims across the ocean. In the past tense, it becomes she swam across the ocean. Notice how that I completely changes to an A. We no longer have an S. We don't have a D or an ED at the end. It's just totally irregular, meaning it doesn't follow the rules. Same thing for he rides his bike. In the past tense, it would be he rode his bike yesterday. Now remember, yesterday is one of your clues that it happened in the past tense. That's a key word there that tells you this happened in the past, it's no longer happening. And when you look at your action verb here, it changes completely in its spelling. You don't just add a D or an ED to the end. You completely change that, the spelling of the word to be the proper past tense. Another example is the boys eat cookies in the present tense. That changes to the boys ate cookies for lunch. Now, again, why do we have these verbs that don't follow the rules? Well, why do we ever have irregular verbs? It's just the silly way that the English language works, unfortunately, and you're just going to have to remember these ones that are irregular. So you'll see more and more, and you'll get better acquainted with those as we practice with some of them. Let's talk a little bit about future tense verbs as well. So future tense verbs describe action that will happen in the future, meaning it hasn't happened yet, it's not happening right now, but it will happen. There's a few things you can add to a verb to show that it's in the future tense. One, you can add will before a verb to make it future tense. You can also add some form of the verb be plus going to turn it into the future tense. So let's look at what that might look like. She will eat cake tomorrow. Notice the word will comes before your action verb in the sentence, which is eat in that sentence. Same thing for all of these. The future terms are going to come in red right before the action verb, and then you'll notice the action verb is bolded right behind it. So another example is, I will ride my bike tomorrow. He will be 10 next year. Now here's an example of one of our forms of the verb to be plus going to. We are going to go to play later. She will go to Japan next year. I am going to sleep soon. Bob will kick the ball when it comes. So those are two different ways you can change verbs into the future tense. So let's change these present tense verbs to the past and future tense. The first example we have is the verb jump. So in the present tense, it would be I jump every time I play basketball. Now in this first example, you need to change that to the past tense. We know we need to change it to the past tense because it says I blank yesterday when I played basketball. So we know that it happened yesterday, meaning it's in the past. So remember, what two letters do you add to the end of the verb to make it past tense? Well, we'll see in a second. This next one says, I blank tomorrow when I play basketball. Your clue word here is tomorrow, so we know that's going to be the future tense. What word do you typically add in front, or words do you add in front to make this the future tense? Let's take a look. So if you said, I jumped, ed at the end here, yesterday when I played basketball, you were correct. If you said that you add the word will in front of jump, for this one in the future tense, I will jump tomorrow when I play basketball, then you were also correct. Let's try another one. Drift. The trash drifts in the ocean. Drifts meaning it floats around. So this is the present tense. How could we put that into the past and then also the future tense here? Yesterday, the trash blink in the river. Think about that one. Tomorrow, the trash blink in the ocean still. So again, these are your key words, your clue words yesterday and tomorrow that you have the past tense and then the future tense. Let's see what those answers are. Yesterday, the trash drifted in the river. Again, this is a regular verb, so you add ed to the end. For this one, tomorrow the trash will drift in the ocean. Again, you could have chosen to say the trash is going to drift in the ocean. That's another option for how to show it will happen in the future, but this is a simpler way to show the future tense. One last example, the monkey grabs the tree branch. Grabs is a regular verb here, and this is it in the present tense. How would we put that in the past tense? The monkey blank the snake yesterday, and the future tense. The monkey blank a lion tomorrow. Let's see. If you said the monkey grabbed the snake yesterday and the monkey will grab a lion tomorrow, you were correct, boys and girls. This has been your video for verb tenses. You can refer back to it during today while you're practicing doing your first verb tenses worksheet. And tomorrow I will post the answer key for that so you can check your own answers. Until then, please message me with any questions. Thanks, boys and girls.